In this video, we're going to be testing out the TORRAS Glass Go tempered glass screen protector for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This screen protector is a full coverage screen protector. It also has anti-reflective and anti-glare properties, which we will also test. It's also anti-fingerprint, and it's only 0.71 millimeters thick. So I will be doing a full installation of the screen protector. We're going to see how it fits, how it feels. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I will be also testing out the durability with a drop and a scratch test. And I promise you by the end of this video, you'll know whether or not the screen protector is right for you. And you can also use my discount code in the video description to save some money. So let's get started. So we get 2 installation packets, 2 screen protectors with an installation guide, and a squeegee. And this also has a very easy bubble-free installation. So the first thing we need to do is to thoroughly clean up our screen with our alcohol wipe. Then we'll dry it off. Then remove any dust with our dust sticker. Then take your whole installation tray with your screen protector in it, making sure that the top portion here goes towards the camera on your phone. We're just going to press this whole thing over the top of our phone, just like this. Then you need to hold the guide in place with one hand. You don't have to press down on top of this guide to hold it in place. Just hold it from the sides and make sure it doesn't move. Then with your other hand, we're going to pull out the little tab here. Then run your finger down the middle just like this, and it'll start to adhere to your phone. Then once that's done, we're going to take off the screen protector from our screen. Just kind of lift up from the top here. You can see it releasing from your phone. Now we do have a bubble in the bottom corner here, so we're just going to use our squeegee to kind of push that out towards the edge. So it does look like there's still a little bit of bubbles there, and it's not going to come out with just the squeegee. So I think I'm going to have to kind of relift the screen protector just a little bit to actually get those out. If you're going to do this, just make sure you're very careful because you can crack the screen. So I was able to get those bubbles out just by very carefully lifting the screen and using the squeegee, and I don't see any dust underneath the screen. Again, this is also a full coverage screen protector, so it almost comes up to the top and the edges of your phone, and it also covers your camera and your Face ID. Now, we'll also be testing this out with a case to see how case friendly it is as well. As far as touch, super smooth, just like the glass on the phone. The edges are slightly rounded off. There is a little bit of a sharpness to it, but it's not bad. You can see that the screen is nice and clear. Let's test out our camera. Camera looks nice and clear as well. Don't see any issues there. Let's test out our Face ID. Face ID working fine. As far as fingerprints goes, it does pick up some fingerprints and smudges on the screen, but because of the oleophobic coating, you can very easily just wipe those away with minimal effort. There is also a very slight gap all the way around the phone. And again, we're going to be checking out the case compatibility. It also shows that this screen maintains 55% anti-glare and 65% anti-reflectiveness of the iPhone screen. So here is my studio light inside the tempered glass, and we're also going to compare this to the regular glass on the iPhone to see if there's any difference. So now let's see what it looks like through the lens of polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a slight rainbow effect. If you're looking at it dead on, it's very subtle, but if you turn the phone to the side or anything like that, the rainbow does get worse. But again, you're most likely going to be looking at your phone dead on, so it's really not going to be that much of an issue. Now let's take a look at the light bleed from the edges of the screen protector. So there is just an ever so slight bit of light bleed from the corner there. You can see it's just super subtle. This is probably one of the better screen protectors I've seen that doesn't have much of a gap for the light on the sides. Come on. And then on the other side here, you can see again, it's about the same. It's just an ever so slight gap where you can see a little bit of light bleed. Really not that bad. That just means that the installation is pretty much perfectly aligned with the phone. And as you can see, the screen is crystal clear and touch working perfectly fine. Nice and smooth. So now let's try it out with our TORRAS O-Stand 360 spin case. And it seems like it fits this case perfectly. There's just a very slight gap on the top of the screen and on the bottom and on the sides. No bubbles, no lifting. So if you have a TORRAS case, it should fit it perfectly. Now because the tolerances are so tight on all corners of this screen, it may or may not fit other cases. You're just going to have to try it out with the case that you have. But I do like the fact that it's very tight because that's less space for dust and things to collect on your phone. So everything about this screen protector is looking great so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So we're going to be starting the test by dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go, 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. 3 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 3-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass scratches at a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see that there's no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6, and it's just maybe a little bit deeper at the number 7. So scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was pretty easy. It also may or may not be case friendly with most cases, but if you're using a TORRAS case, it'll fit perfectly. It lasted up until a 3-foot drop, and scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. So if you guys do want to pick this up, again, I will be putting product links in the video description, and make sure you use my discount code to save you a little bit of money. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I'd also recommend checking out my best and worst screen protector video where I test a ton of different screen protectors all in one place for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Just click on the video you see on your screen right now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.